You really can't make this stuff up. The American Heart Association. You know what? Let's just hit it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
A fight over food stamps is heating up in Texas, and at the center of it, the American Heart
Shout out to
Association.
Texas, the great state of Texas. This is from what? Straight Arrow News. I wonder why I'm not seeing this on these major news outlets. Just something to think about while we're playing.
Now, you might expect the organization to support limits on sugary snacks and sodas, but instead, they're opposing a bill that would do just that.
I often say that I can never be surprised in this building, but for the American Heart Association to be against this bill, that might be the surprise of the session so far. I don't know if y'all's board voted on that or if you just.
Yeah, I certainly understand why that might be surprising.
On March 11th, the Texas Senate Committee on Health and Human Services held a public hearing on Senate.
Now, so it's the Health and Human Services public hearing. What does this tell you? This tells you that I tell y'all all the time that if you ever want to make a real change in your lives, pay attention to your local government, not the presidential election. That's all fine and dandy, and it's a winner takes all, whatever you want. We won, you lost, whatever type situation you want to make that turn it into. But if you really want to see who affects your lives on a daily basis, you go to things like this. You go to your city council meetings. Hell, you go to your doggone school board meetings, state legislators. I tell you all the time, they got like state sessions like in Jan. I know in January for sure, where you can actually go down to Austin and sit in and listen to the legislators go back and forth with things that they're trying to pass and get rid of. Same as this here. You can get more done and see more done, and you can participate in this stuff. People try to say that, oh, my vote don't count. Okay, in the presidential election, all right, but you know where it does count? Something like down at the state capitol, or down at, like I say, at your city council, your city hall. That's where it counts. And then you can go and vote in your local elections and make changes and see how that affects you. Like one of the local elections that I participated in a few years ago was like the water, what do you call it? Water council or whatever, the water board. Cause we live like on the outskirts, like in the rural area. So we had like a separate whole water system from the city where they got like a little board, and come to find out that they like I ain't gonna say embezzling money, but using money wrong. Things are going on with our water system and stuff. And it's like, why are we not getting certain services, or why are we dealing with certain problems that we shouldn't be? And we paying hella taxes, and we paying straight to you guys. And we go down to a couple of meetings. We talk to them. They say some stupid stuff back to us. And we're like, okay, we're just going to vote you out. And that's exactly what we did. And so now it seems like the water is getting better. There are more issues getting taken care of with this new group in. This was like a couple of years back. So that's how you take care of, like I say, so water treatment, water, the heat, the temperature, what the type of water we get. That's something we deal with every day. That's something that's important to go down and vote and go down to the board meetings and voice your concerns to see if things can get changed. Because if it can't get changed, we'll just get you out and put somebody else in. That's how you make a difference. But anyway, let's get back to the American Heart Association, man, doing some stupid stuff.
Bill 379, a bill that would prohibit the use of Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits, or SNAP, to buy certain food and drink items, including sugary sodas and processed snacks.
America has
I think that's true. And I'm all for that. I've always said that, felt that food stamps and SNAP should only be used, if you are really concerned about the health of America and you're giving away quote unquote free food, which, actually taxpayers are paying for it, then shoot, you should limit what they can buy. I remember somebody got upset because they couldn't buy crabs and lobsters and stuff, and then they was able to do it, and now they all happy. It's like, damn, y'all can fuss about that, but then when somebody say, well, hey, you need to really stop eating sugary foods and drinks, and stuff that doesn't have any nutritional value, because that's what the N stands for in SNAP, nutrition. Well, the crap that they're allowing you to eat is not has no nutritional value at all, and all it does is promote obesity, promote disease, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, organ failure, and all that kind of stuff. But hey, what do I know?
An obesity crisis, and products like soda and candy funded by SNAP are making it worse.
Exactly. Matter of fact, let me go to the CDC website right quick. Let's talk to the children, because that's who we should be trying to reach, like really. Because the old adults, they stuck in their ways, they're gonna die tomorrow anyway. So, but the kids, they still got a chance. So we go to the CDC.gov, and I go to the childhood obesity facts. At a glance, approximately 1 in 5 U.S. children and adolescents have obesity. Obesity affects some groups more than others, including adolescents, Hispanic and non-Hispanic. But why do I gotta say non-Hispanic black? I just can't say black kids. I don't understand that. Hispanic, boy, there's something ain't telling us about them Hispanics. They really ain't. Non-Hispanic black children and children in families with lower incomes. So, lower incomes, people who most likely get SNAP benefits. Healthcare for obesity is expensive for patients and the healthcare system. So if it's so expensive, why not promote healthy eating? Because that's where it starts. It starts with your diet. What they say, exercise and weight loss and livelihood starts with your diet. It's 90% diet, 10% working out. Because they say you can't outwork a poor diet. From 2017 to March 2020, the prevalence of obesity among U.S. children and adolescents was set 19.7%. That's just too much. This means that approximately 14.7 million U.S. youth ages 2 to 19 years have obesity. That's just going to keep the healthcare business in business, making billions of dollars. For children, obesity is defined as having a body mass index at or above the 95th percentile of age and sex. They say obesity affects some groups more than others. The prevalence of obesity increases with age. From 2017 to March 2020, obesity prevalence was 12.7% amongst U.S. children 2 to 5, 20.7% amongst those 6 to 11, and 22% amongst adolescents 12 to 19. And they're only going to get older, bigger, and fatter. I'm sorry, I'm part of that group, but yet, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I need to do to get it down. Race and ethnicity. Overall, obesity prevalence was highest in Hispanic children, 26.2%, and non-Hispanic black children, 24.8%, followed by non-Hispanic white children. Like I said, what's up with them Hispanics, man, on everything? 16.6%, and non-Hispanic Asian. You got Hispanics, Asian, okay, 9% children. Now for the sex. Now my sisters, listen to this. Among U.S. girls, obesity prevalence was highest among non-Hispanic black girls at 30.8%. Among U.S. boys, obesity prevalence was highest among Hispanic boys, 29.3%, which means our sisters, and we try to say, I told y'all one day, went out to eat, and I noticed you see these groups of women, black women, our sisters, always together, 3, 4, 5 of them. And out of those 4 or 5, at least 75% of those are fat girls or women. And they're like, man, first of all, where the dudes at? Second, where they man at? And second, why are all of them, why are women getting so big? And it has to be dealt with soon, because when you have leading like heart disease, diabetes, and stuff of that, and cardiovascular disease, man, that's not good. That is not good. And all you're going to do is pass that down to the next generation. We have got to get healthier. What it say? Healthcare for obesity is expensive for patients and the healthcare system. In 2019 dollars, the estimated annual medical cost for obesity among U.S. children was $1.3 billion. Medical costs for children with obesity were $116 higher per person per year than for children with healthy weight. Medical costs for children with severe obesity were $310 higher per person per year than that for a child of healthy weight. So they're talking about you spending more money if you're bigger. Let's say you got low income, and so now taxpayers are paying your medical bills. That's money coming out of our taxes because folks choose to, number one, eat a bunch of junk. When if you can say, hey, you can have this card, but I mean, you give people incentive. That's what I'm thinking about. You got to give people incentive to do better. If you don't give them incentive to do better, they're not, and they're going to continue to be, not everybody, but a lot of them going to continue to. Hey, I'll take these benefits and go get some chips and honey buns and snack cakes and chitlins and pig feet and all this kind of stuff and bacon and whatever else. Eating a bunch of stuff that's bad for me because they're gonna give it to me. But if you say, hey, if you're gonna use this card, these are the only things you can buy. Everything on the outside of the house. Go in the grocery store. Only thing you can get is everything on the outside of the house. That's where you get your fruits, your vegetables, your fresh meats, your dairy products. I'm not advocate of too much dairy, you know, and that's it. Everything in the middle of the store, you can't go. What it'll do is they'll get incentive to either get off SNAP or they'll be like, okay, we're just gonna eat right. Anyway, let's continue.
Various individuals and stakeholders testified at the hearing, including 19-year-old Grace Price, a self proclaimed science based investigative journalist. But many were caught off guard when Alec Puente, government relations director for the Texas AHA, testified against the bill on behalf of the organization. Puente stated that for a bill like this, it would need to ensure that it wouldn't reduce overall participation in the SNAP program and that adequate public education on healthy eating and buying habits would be
He's just
needed.
worried they're just worried about their funding and not getting that money. They don't want to limit. They don't want people. They don't want less people on SNAP. They want more people on it because just more government funds and more government funds they get that they can probably put in their pockets. Because you don't need a whole dang on education to tell people how to eat, do you? Y'all sounding like y'all doing a reparation study that y'all been doing for the last 60 years.
To not undercut the goal of reducing hunger. While the AHA's position may seem surprising, it's certainly not the first time the company or people tied to them have been critiqued. Back in 1997, the Chicago Tribune published an article criticizing the AHA for raising millions of dollars from corporate sponsors, including the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, Conagra, and Kellogg, a food company known for its variety of processed and sugary snack foods. In 2012, Kellogg's and the AHA partnered to introduce a heart healthy label on certain cereals, including Raisin Bran, All Bran, and Fiber
Now,
Plus.
I don't understand that. Like this heart healthy, while many factors affect heart disease, diets low in saturated fat and cholesterol may reduce the risk of heart disease. You can't believe, you can't trust all labels. I want y'all to understand that because, matter of fact, I'm gonna look something up real time. How much sugar is in Raisin Bran cereal? Let's see. A 1 cup serving of Kellogg's Raisin Bran cereal contains 7 grams of total sugars, including 9 grams of added sugar. 1 cup. So let's say 9 grams of added sugar. That would be like the sugar they added, not the raisins. Okay. Who eats 1 cup of cereal when they eat cereal? I don't think anybody. I think they eat it by the bowl. I used to eat Raisin Bran Crunch. I used to eat for dinner, and I used to eat like 2 or 3 bowls per night. It says, is Raisin Bran, here go a question, is Raisin Bran cereal high in sugar? Raisin Bran is delicious, but it has a surprisingly high amount of added sugar. Half the daily recommended amount, actually up to 20 grams. I still eat it. Oh, this somebody. That's a Reddit question. Okay. I still eat it on occasion, but it's one of those food that masquerades as a health food. If you're looking for fiber, you can add fiber to oatmeal or something. This is a Reddit question. So you look at Raisin Bran. I want to do Raisin Bran Crunch, but no, Raisin Bran. 10% potassium, 9% protein, 15% total carbohydrates, 8% no cholesterol. So you say total fat 2%. So you think it's low in fat and no cholesterol. You think, oh, it's healthy, but no, it got all this sugar, and you know how sugar turns. If you don't use it, don't process it, turn glucose, all that kind of stuff is. And if you don't use it, it just bottom line turns to fat. And now you got this fat going around in your body, and now you got too many problems going on. So that's why I'm saying like it's kind of misleading, this heart healthy, because it's not. It's not. It may not directly affect you immediately, but over time, it's killing you.
According to a press release, the
Oh,
label
I'm trying to stop too many times, but I gotta stop every now and then, because if not, you get this copyright, you get this yellow dollar sign on your videos and stuff, and then they try to demonetize your videos and all that stuff, and it's just. Here's the thing. Now one of these cereals on this aisle are healthy. Give a damn what they say. But here's what you do, like Cheerios. I think Cheerios might be. What you do is, and they'll tell you, any food that you eat, read the ingredients. It should have, if anything has more than what it say, 5 ingredients, it's not healthy for you. Shoot, I went to the store the other day to buy something, and it's supposed to be like healthy. And it had like damn near probably 30, 40 ingredients in it. And it was like, what was it? It was like, what I want to say was not organic. It was like some kind of organic cookie or something. I don't know now. So when I buy stuff now, I just look at the label, and it's on gun, like I said, the ingredients were like this thick on like 8-point font. Not even that, probably 6-point font. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God, I might as well just put it back and keep it moving. But anyway, let me keep going. But like I say, none of these cereals, now one of these cereals are healthy for you because they got a bunch of added stuff to it. But hey, like I say, read the labels. And if it only got like a few ingredients, like I say, the first ingredient is your first couple of ingredients are your most important. And then you go from there, and then you can decipher yourself.
was intended to help consumers make better shopping decisions by identifying cereals that are, quote, low in fat, saturated fat, and cholesterol and provide many key nutrients that the body needs. It is important to note that food manufacturers can apply for the heart check mark, but it comes with a cost. According to the AHA website, the heart check certification program fees range from $250 to $6,000 per license
So
per
they're gonna charge
year,
you for a license to say your food is healthy. Ain't that some shh? You
depending
got to
on the
pay to
number
say
of
your food is healthy. That's
products a company submits. Then there's the drinks. In 2020, the AHA published an article linking excessive sugary drink consumption to increased cardiovascular disease risk in middle aged and older adults. But a 2016 study published in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine found that from 2011 to 2015, the AHA and at least 94 other health organizations received sponsorships from the Coca-Cola company. The same study found that PepsiCo sponsored at least 13 health organizations during that period. PepsiCo is currently listed as a forum member on the AHA's website,
crazy,
which
ain't it? Crazy. Something that's probably not better than smoking cigarettes is on this participating membership level. See, and y'all think y'all ain't playing the same game as these people are. Y'all ain't got no money. Y'all ain't got no influence. These people putting in millions and billions of dollars, Cargill. These people putting millions in the coffers of these politicians and these groups to get, to get a vote, to get a sway, to get their message out. But y'all want to sit here and say, want to get mad and upset about it because Trump is a racist. And he's going to destroy America. But the food is what's destroying you, not Donald Trump, not the Doge, and I'd even say not even Biden or what was that girl Kamala Harris. I mean, this is what's destroying you right here, not the president or the vice president. It's the American Heart Association, Pepsi, soybean, Lord have General Mills. See, man, canola. Canola oil is terrible for you. Who's Cargill? Ain't Cargill like don't they barbecue? Don't they, I think they, don't they? I think Cargill grill. Never mind. All right, let me keep going.
Means the company pays the AHA $15,000 annually to participate in discussions on improving public health through sustainable nutrition, as the AHA website says. But critics argue this represents a conflict of interest, as both Coca Cola and PepsiCo have actively lobbied against at least 29 public health bills that aim to reduce soda consumption or improve nutrition policies, according to the same American Journal of Preventive Medicine study. For Coca Cola, their 2015 transparency initiative revealed that the company had spent $118 million on health research and fitness partnerships.
$118 million. How much have you spent on this as a consumer? Buying this stuff. Because I know you ain't used your money to try to ban Coke products and ban added sugar into all the foods that you and your kids eat.
But even more concerning, a 2015 study from the University of Cambridge found that Coca Cola had contract clauses allowing them to terminate research projects if they didn't like the outcomes. In response to the criticism, Coca Cola issued a statement to CNBC in 2019 saying, "We agree research transparency and integrity are important. That's why, since 2016, the Coca Cola Company has not independently funded research on issues related to health and well being in keeping with research guiding principles that have been posted publicly on our website since that time." As for Texas Senate Bill 379, it's not the only state level attempt to restrict SNAP benefits from covering junk food. According to Newsweek, at least 9 other states have introduced similar SNAP junk food bans this year. However, none of these bills have fully passed both legislative
Because they ain't
chambers,
paid
and
enough.
if they did, they would still require approval from the U.S. Department of Agriculture to take effect. Straight Arrow News has reached out to the American Heart Association for comment. As of now, they have not responded to our request.
Hold
With
on.
Straight Arrow,
You see what did you know what I saw? Oh, look at that one. There we go. She dressed modest, right? Full, covered up, fully covered up. You know what I'm saying? Still got, I don't know if that's weave or silk press, but it doesn't look, but anyway, that's another story. But she was covered up. She looks professional and she's giving a serious story. Unlike some of the women that I've shown on some of these newscasts, women be like in their 50s and 60s and all this cleavage is show, even the young ones. I don't know if they're trying to catch on TV or what, but that stuff is unnecessary. This woman looks like a real journalist and I can take her serious. Shout out to Straight Arrow News. I'm definitely going to put the link in the description box for this video because this is important, man. I mean, American Heart Association, all this shows you is that how corrupt all these organizations that you believe in, take part in, how corrupt they are. All it takes is a little money, a little for a little persuasion, and that's it. And people do this with a straight face and with a quote unquote clear conscience, and got no qualms about it, which is sickening. The children, you are killing our children here, old people too, adults too. You're just destroying them slowly but surely. They're saying these excess sugars create heart disease and death for older people. But but you don't start eating that stuff as older people. You start eating it as children. That's why you got to reach the kids and get them kids to eat fruits and vegetables and like I say, everything on the outside out. Fresh. If you're gonna eat meat, fresh meats, none of that processed stuff, none of that sandwich meat, stuff like that. Fake dairy. You get them like real foods, or just do what you're really supposed to do and grow your own food. Shoot, matter of fact, I was out there cleaning out my garden today and aerating the soil, getting ready to plant, for this year. We had a pretty good harvest of peas last year and a few cucumbers this year. I think I know what I did wrong last year, but I'm kind of hurt because I saw my pecan tree had some broken branches, but we had like this hail last week. Man, it tore up a lot of stuff. And so I got some trees out there. I planted like 5 trees, 4 fruit trees and a pecan tree. But the trees they've got blooms on them. They still got blooms on, so they're growing. So everything is still looking good. So I ain't really tripping right now. But yeah, I was kind of scared because we got high winds out here. But anyway, man, that's a whole nother story. I'll put that on the short or something. Anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you nothing but maybe a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world to our channel. If you would like to support the channel, you can leave super thanks, super chat, super stickers, and you can go to the description box where we got links there. You can click on like what is it like? What we got? PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But if you would like something tangible for your dollars, which a lot of people do, man, go to marlonmorale.com or hit that shop button below where we got products like long lasting fragrances. We got the best fabric for your skin and silk products. We got handbags. We got beard products. We got much more. Check it out. I'm sure you will love it. With that being said, I leave you in peace and I'll see you on the other side.